Hello everyone and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. Now I'm only going to do one XRP video today. I have a lot going on I got to finish up before the end of the week. But this video, we're also going to talk about a few other things as well. So this is how the XRP community responds to SEC Chair Gensler's questioning by Congress. So during the process, Gensler declined to answer whether Ethereum is a commodity or a security, leaving many in the crypto space to question his motives and credibility. Kaj Leroy, founder of the XRP Ledger projects, called the grilling extremely bullish for Ripple, suggesting that Gensler may not have the time, energy, or credibility to fight such a high-profile lawsuit while also battling Congress. Others were equally critical, with lawyer Bill Morgan pointing out that Ethereum has been trading for 9 years and has a daily trading volume of over $9 billion, yet Gensler still refuses to publicly clarify its status. That's totally wrong. Meanwhile, John Deaton, the XRP holders' representative, suggests that the hearing had put an end to any doubts about Gensler's motives. You know why I think he avoided a lot of those questions and just refused to answer? Because he doesn't want to piss off his true handlers, the big banks, a few politicians in Washington. That's why it was better for him to just kind of avoid everything. And if he would have said that Ethereum is not a security, all his other cases would have ended up getting thrown out. That's why it was better for him to not say it's a commodity or a security. The XRP community has long been critical on the SEC's actions against Ripple, with many arguing that the agency has unfairly targeted the company and hindered its ability to operate. While the legal battle is far from over, the latest developments suggest that the XRP community is rallying behind Ripple and pushing back against what they see as overzealous enforcement by the SEC. You know, I feel that the government passed the buck when they put the SEC in charge of crypto. Most politicians probably said, I don't want to bother with crypto. Let the SEC deal with it. But then a few rogue politicians such as Elizabeth Warren jumped on the bandwagon as well. The pop star reportedly passed on a $100 million deal with the failed crypto company. Taylor Swift knew there was trouble with FTX before its collapse. That's pretty bad when Taylor Swift knows it's falling apart and there's problems there, but Gary Gensler couldn't see it. Taylor Swift apparently knew failed cryptocurrency exchange FTX trouble from the start. Attorney Adam Moskowitz revealed how 12-time Grammy winner Swift was one of the only celebrities to do their due diligence while considering a deal with the company, which folded last November. You know, I hail Taylor Swift for that. I believe, she did the right thing. Refused to take the money. You know, she wanted to make sure everything was on the up and up as well. Good for her. Stuart Alderati says Ripple expanding business in London slams the SEC. Missed all the excitement yesterday on the Gensler hearing. I'm in London, spending time with our team, focused on growing our business. Can't tell you how inept the SEC looks from this side of the pond. That's because in other countries, the government moves on a daily basis. You know, they get things done. Our government moves at a snail's pace. Laws take forever to get put in place as well. That's why I always said, if they're going to push out a CBDC, we will have no laws coming out in front of that CBDC because everything seems like it takes forever. XRP price takes a dive, monthly gains wiped out with one big red hourly candle. Despite various theories going around the crypto community, the cause of this large-scale correction remains a mystery. Some suggest that it may be necessary to clean up and eliminate the most greedy and late-coming investors before the next round of growth. Others believe that the market is anticipating future events, which could bring some significant news in the near future. You know, I've seen so many dips on XRP. I've been holding before the lawsuit even started, so I'm used to it. And you know, if you're an XRP holder, you know eventually what is coming. And that's the massive green euphoric candles showing up. And it's only a matter of time. Now I'm going to play this. This is from Brad Sherman. And you got to hear how he talks about the US dollar. It's almost laughable.
We have a very good payment system. We have an excellent currency. The entire world tends to like the dollar. It's a good store of value, a good measure of value, a good means of transaction. Our payment system, you got Apple Pay, comes right out of your checking account. It's not as good as what the crypto world promises they'll deliver in some future decade, but it's way better than what the crypto world delivers now, and I am sure that payment systems using the dollar will get better. So what is the problem? The problem is it's damn hard to cheat on your taxes, and it's damn hard to run a drug sales operation with the US dollar, because we've got know your customer, and we've got anti-money laundering, and we need a payment system that meets the needs of the millions of Americans, or at least the hundreds of thousands of Americans who want to engage in major illegal activity. And my God, other countries are moving forward with this, and we got to catch up with them. Peru's ahead of us in cocaine manufacture, in cocaine cultivation. China's ahead of us in organ harvesting, and it's time for America to catch up.
Now, is this guy just ridiculous or what? Okay, first off, most of the drug business is done in cash. They're not using crypto on a daily basis to buy and sell drugs. On top of that, he thinks it's decades away before crypto can fix the cross-border payment system. He thinks everything is like years behind or something. This guy needs to wake up. You know, now you see also why they're so anti-crypto. Take notice, he mentioned taxes. He wants to make sure me and you are paying our fair share of taxes on our crypto. But he doesn't understand that the US dollar is in a lot of trouble. We have country after country pushing away from it. What's he going to blame when the dollar collapses? Crypto? So just in, Fed official says inflation won't return to 2% for at least 2 years. So finally, at least they're being honest. And I believe inflation's going to go in the opposite directions. It's definitely going to start rising over time, especially if the US dollar loses value. Hyperinflation could set in at some point. Coinbase disclosure that it received a license to operate in Bermuda comes at a time when the U.S. crypto industry is exploring offshore alternatives. Now, he goes on and says that it allows them to possibly compete with Binance in the future as well. But these companies are serious about pulling out of the U.S. And I believe people still are under the impression that they're never going to leave. They're just threatening us until they walk out the door. Elizabeth Warren calls for solutions from Binance CEO CZ relating to crypto trading funds. So she's still on this massive anti-crypto campaign, and now she's going after Binance. Honestly, if I was CZ, I would just tell her to shove it and not even answer her back. Because honestly, what is she going to do? She's been calling for crypto regulations for over 2 years now, and yet we still don't have any regulations put in place at all. Senator Elizabeth Warren claims Bitcoin poses risks to our power grids and climate. You know who falls for this? The people that vote for her. You know who else falls for this? The normies of the world, the people outside of crypto. They hear a story like this and they're like, oh, the sky's falling. Bitcoin is a risk to our power grids. And we know better. And you know what's great? Michael Saylor let her have it. So she says Bitcoin mines are increasing energy bills for millions of American families while enriching crypto executives and causing as much pollution as an additional 3.5 million gas-powered cars, an alarming New York Times report. Michael Saylor says Bitcoin miners decrease the energy bill for millions of American families and do not create pollution. They are data centers running on excess electricity that would otherwise be wasted and perform the vital role of powering the most secure computer network in the world. And I'm very critical on Michael Saylor also, but I thought that was great. He let her have it. Tesla, none of our Bitcoin was sold in Q1 of 2023. You know why Tesla's not selling? Because they know Bitcoin's about to go on a major run. You wait and see. Once the US dollar starts to, lose value, Bitcoin is gonna rise. I could definitely see Bitcoin having a massive run up by the end of this year. Just in, Hong Kong court recognizes Bitcoin and crypto as property. They want us to pay our taxes, but yet they don't understand crypto at all. On top of that, they don't call crypto a currency. They don't even want to call it a commodity. They want to call it something in the gray area, but yet they still want to collect the tax money from us. Hypocritical. Saudi laundering of Russian oil is much larger mechanism for evading sanctions, but this narrative will get more attention from the anti-crypto segment. So it looks like Russia is developing special institutions to mine and transfer crypto across borders. Specifically, the country has stated its intention to create a special organization. Subsequently, its formation of utilized digital assets for the purpose of international business dealings. Now we see Russia starting to amp up around crypto, starting to amp up again around cross-border payments. Watch how fast the U.S. has to catch up. It's just a matter of time. Airwallix, a Ripple partner, has launched global payment service in Canada as part of its expansion into the Americas. So Airwallix today announced the launch of its global payment services in Canada. And, we're starting to see how they're moving into country after country. But business in Canada can now access Airwallix key offerings, including local currency accounts in over 12 currencies, a multi-currency wallet in 44 currencies, and payouts to 150 countries with its proprietary local payment network. The full suite of Airwallix global products, including multi-currency cards, spend management, and online payments, will be progressively rolled out to the market. And if it's not Ripple directly having growth, it's their partners growing as well. And it's happening very fast. Ripple's blockchain network is now more than 100 strong. San Francisco, October 10th, 2017. More than 100 financial institutions have joined Ripple's enterprise blockchain network, RippleNet, to definitively modernize global payments, leveraging the full power of blockchain. Now, that was back in 2017. A lot has happened since then around Ripple. I remember 2020 was a big year. It was like the year of conspiracy theories around central bank digital currencies. It was like also around digital IDs. That was also the year there was a lot of speculation around XRP. That's when we first started seeing the big high prices and the more talk about buybacks. But since then, honestly, Ripple has had a lot of growth. Here we are now in 2023, and look at the world. Every country is getting ready with a CBDC. It's just a matter of time. That's why I always tell you to stay positive and stay patient, because I'm telling you, XRP is going to have a massive run. And when it does, it's going to shock a lot of people. I believe this anti-crypto army is going to be shocked at Bitcoin as well this year. Wait until the price really takes off. They're going to be so pissed off because I think they're trying to stand in the way, trying to keep the prices down so new investors don't get involved in crypto. They want them to be putting their money in the banks. But I don't think it's working out quite as well as they thought, because I know more and more people are getting away from the banks, people that aren't even in crypto. And, some of them are buying gold and silver, but there's still going to be a lot of people FOMOing into crypto, especially when the market really starts to move. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.